The one quality or thing that makes a great screenwriter.
Gosh, I don't know.
I've got no clue.
A great screenwriter probably needs to be their own worst critic, be the hardest on themselves to make a story, tell a story that transcends into greatness.
I always talk about the 3 Ps: passion, patience, and perseverance. You'll need that in this business.
As André Gide said, tyranny is the absence of complexity. And the greatest screenwriters amplify or add layers of complexity.
Truth. Yeah, that's the quality that makes a great screenwriter. His or her own truth is supposed to speak in the projects.
I think when a screenwriter writes from the heart and writes from personal experience, those are always the scripts that kind of stand out.
Having a story to tell, something that compels them to have the kind of story they want to tell.
Write compelling characters and put forth ideas that are interesting and that also affect us emotionally.
Whether it be a true story or fiction or whatever it is, if they're not passionate about what they're doing, I find that it generally doesn't work.
I think that if you read a script, the one thing as a whole you can't make better by craft is that original voice.
Somebody really writing from within, it takes a strong person to be brave enough to be that vulnerable.
You have to have a great deal of courage, and you have to have a great deal of honesty. You have to be writing about something you care about very, very much, and you have to have the courage to dig for it.
Without structure, no matter how good the story is, the movie will not hold together.
Writers, screenwriters especially, need to know about actors, and I think they need to know how actors work.
I think it's the ability to observe your fellow man, their needs and their motivations.
Not only motivation, but how motivation plays out in a person's behavior. Those motivations over a long arc. I think that's what rings true to people watching it.
I think the one that's really important is curiosity. When I think about the movies that I've loved, so often that you feel the intelligence behind the movie was a really inquiring mind.
I think sensitivity, to me, is a really great quality in a screenwriter. Someone who has the sensitivity to an empathetic point of view of somebody else's life, meaning all of their characters.
Where there's a great hook and a great premise and great character outline, and it leaves room for a really good director to come in and do their thing, then the script just like flies to me.
When I read a script, there's nothing more that I like than really being able to dive into the characters. I love being able to take that emotional journey with them, and I think that if a screenwriter can pull that off, I think they can write a really great script.
If you have me identify with your characters, believe them to be real, lift me up, traumatize me, send me out happy, send me out sad, just move my heart. That's what a great writer does.